A day after we release a video with the title Speculation, Niko Bundalo may decommit from Washington. What do you know? Sleepers never misses. Actually, we miss hella. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Niko Bundalo decommits from Washington, the McDonald's All-American five-star kid. There was a lot of speculation around this that Nico was unhappy with the fact that Danny Sprinkle was firing money cannons at everybody and bringing in a bunch of pieces when Niko Bundalo is someone who operates as though when a team has Niko Bundalo, it's Niko Bundalo time. Even when he plays at levels where he played with Darren Peterson, it was always Niko Bundalo time. But 6'10", allegedly, according to some sources. But Niko Bundalo is an extremely talented player. I know this because Michigan State was in on him early and was part of his recruitment. And I was honestly salivating at the thought that we could get Niko Bundalo to Michigan State. I thought he'd be a perfect kind of four-man dog competitor, fiery, maybe to a point where it becomes a little bit detrimental to the team at some points. Got a little Chad Baker Mazara in him, but listen, Chad Baker Mazara started for a Final Four team, damn it. So people tell me that all the time. But he is reopening his recruitment at this point, and I could see him being a very highly sought after kid given his McDonald's All American and five-star status, and obviously the basketball talent that is there. You cannot deny. Dion, your thoughts on Niko Bundalo decommitting from Washington, and I guess what are his prospects, and did he make the right decision decommitting?
Well, first off, I want to let it be known Chad Baker Mazar is going to play on another Final Four team too, with Elijah and Rodney.
Oh, okay. Crazy, crazy, but I also might be with you.
Yeah, honest, that team's fun. But Nico, I never understand Nico's decision making like the whole way through. Um, so when his in his original recruitment, I was like, just go to North Carolina, like the same way Caleb Wilson did. If you're looking to play, you just go to North Carolina. You're gonna play right away. No one else is on the roster. The recruiting class is like was not anything to write home about prior to Caleb Wilson, which is when his recruitment was still open. Um, and then he seemingly just sat around. Everybody kind of dropped, and I guess he was just like, okay, I'll go to Washington because they're kind of the last team standing a little bit. So I haven't really understood his decision-making process the whole time, to be honest with you, but I do think he made the right choice here. The reason I feel that way is I felt this way, back in September or October when we were talking about him originally. This is a guy that has NBA talent. There's nothing he can do, or there's nothing he can't do on the court. Listed at 6'10" at least. And he can shoot the three ball. He's very athletic. He has good touch around the rim. He can set screens. He can rebound. He can block shots. Like everything you're looking for out of a player at the next level, Niko Bundalo does. Now, the issue is when he has too much of a green light. He loves to shoot off the triple three-pointers. He loves to jab step into step backs. Nico is 6'10". Where are you stepping back to at 6'10"?
Love
You know
that.
what I mean? Like there's a lot of I would say decision making, shot selection issues that come with Nico Bundalo. I think if you put him at Washington, I think he went there because he thought he would have the ultimate green light to showcase his shot selection issues. Subsequently, he didn't get that, so now he decommitted. If you're gonna have to play within a system in your Nico Bundalo, go do that at a very, very high level school.
We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video.
Like I think he can go to like a UConn, a North Carolina, Michigan, you said Michigan State was involved. He definitely could play at Michigan State. But like I think Kentucky had a phone call with him at one point. I don't know how far it went, but he basically could have went anywhere in the country. If you're gonna have to play a role, you're gonna have to play within the system. Go do that at a contender. And so I do think he made the right decision here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of who steps up for him. Some of the early schools that have been thrown around is I saw who did I see? I saw St. John's thrown around, which St. John's has so many people. It's like, and also St. John's has a loaded front court, so it's like Ejiofor and Bryce Hopkins are already there. I don't know if I see that fit. I also saw Kansas State thrown around as well. You know, Kansas State can always get into recruitments. Nico is originally from Ohio, where I think he played most of his AAU and high school ball. Ended up going to Prolific Prep. Was played for Jaron Peterson to end his year. So, you know, I don't think you could ever rule out Ohio State possibly bringing Bundalo in and letting him rock out. But also, like they have Devin Royal on their team, and they got some guys going back as well. So it'll be interesting to see who goes after him. A lot of the schools that were in on him originally have kind of filled their front court in spots that he's been in, but Kansas State's always going to stick out to me. I actually suggested Kansas State yesterday when he said he would reopen his recruitment jokingly, but I also like just believe like I could see him playing for Jerome Tang. If you had to call your shot right now, Dion, where would you say Niko Bundalo ends up?
It's gonna sound wild. I don't know how many people are gonna like this one. I'm gonna say UConn. So I've watched a lot of Rivy tape lately. Respectfully, I don't think he's ready.
Dog, respect Robbie, dog.
I do. I do. I think Rivy, year two Rivy is going to be the best big man in college basketball. Year one Rivy, I think is you're looking at like a 15 to 20 minute guy. I think Nico's more ready not only to play college basketball, but to play NBA basketball than Rivy is at the moment if he can like kind of hone in some of the mental aspects of things. So I think it's going to be UConn. I think UConn's learned throughout this process they could use another big man. I don't think it necessarily shortens anybody's role that's at UConn if they were to bring Nico in. It provides him an opportunity to showcase on the highest level possible what he's able to do. I think it's a win for everybody.
Nico Dan Hurley would be special. But yeah, get ready to speak Jerome Tang, buddy. It'll be interesting to watch him in the Big 12 next season with with Jerome Tang. There's never been a more Kansas State player in my life. If he isn't going to Kansas State, uh, let Memphis and Penny Hardaway give him a call. Doug McDaniel, Nico Bundalo feeds families.
They got Dane.
Is Dane coming back?
Well, he's trying to.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to lose weight, so also not doing that. So we'll see how it works out. Interested to see where it unfolds. I'm sure schools will be calling and lists will be coming forth with him reopening his recruitment. We will keep everything up to date here on our YouTube channel on where Nico Bundalo will take his talents.